September 15th, 2012, I'm going to take you back in time just a little bit to Jeremy's 10th birthday. I've been sober just over 5 months, and we just celebrated him. My parents were there, his other grandparents were there, and it was a really, really good time. He had moved to Streetman, Texas with his other grandparents shortly before this. I had signed a new custody order. He wanted to go live with his other grandparents, and I agreed. It was a joint managing conservatorship, but in actuality, I really didn't have a lot of rights. I agreed to it because I knew that even though I was clean now, I couldn't give him the life that he deserved. And so I wanted nothing more than for him to be happy. And he had a lot of friends down there. And I knew that it's exactly what he wanted. I did have hopes after he moved down there that maybe I would be given a little bit more leniency to be able to see him. That was not the case. I asked if he could come stay with me a couple of years after that once I got my own place, and was told no, which I was really upset, but again, I respected that decision. But that didn't keep us from communicating. We would text all the time. I remember when he first moved down there, he would video call me all the time, showing me off his new room, his latest tricks that he was doing. He would send me videos of him playing guitar. He loved to play guitar. He actually taught himself to play guitar. But our relationship was on again and off again throughout the years. He still had some anger and resentment towards me, and I don't blame him. I definitely was not able to provide for him like a mother should be. But overall, he was very forgiving. He did have his moments of anger, but he would always forgive me. And I made sure that he knew I was always there for him. I didn't push a relationship on him, but let him know that I was there so that he could reach out whenever he wanted to. And there would be months that we would go without talking, but we would always reconnect. We had actually just started to reconnect at the end of last year. We were texting, talking. It felt really good. I had dreams of being able to buy a house soon and hopes that one day he would feel comfortable coming to visit me when he was a little bit older. In 2018, I had posted to Facebook on Thanksgiving that I was thankful for my sobriety. Jeremy saw it, and he reached out. He wanted to know what I was sober from, and I told him. I was completely honest with him. I answered all of the questions that he had. He told me that he loved me, and he told me that he was proud of me. And that meant everything in the world to me. I'm going to fast forward to February 1st, 2021 of this year. My son Keegan, his older brother, was here visiting from the Air Force. We'd had lunch the day prior. It was a normal work day. Did my time at work. And I'd actually just gone to lay down. And my dad was calling. Just a little weird because he doesn't usually call that late. And he asked me if Jeremy had died. I went into a panic, denial, asked him where he heard that from. He'd heard it from his aunt. His aunt had texted my dad telling him. And I went searching on Facebook for answers because I didn't want to believe it. But it was true. Jeremy was involved in a tragic accident on January 23rd. He was at a friend's house. A gun accidentally went off and he got shot. He was care flighted to Dallas, Baylor Scott and White, and he passed away the next day on the 24th. I could have been there. I could have seen him one last time. I could have held his hand and told him that everything was going to be okay and that I was sorry. But nobody told me. Nobody told me. It was the worst day of my life. The guilt, the shame that I felt, the what ifs. Could things have been different? I was never going to get that opportunity to show him the person that I had turned into. His 10th birthday was the last day that I saw him alive. This experience, I've learned a lot about forgiveness and even forgiving people that aren't sorry, because forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for yourself. I have forgiven his grandparents for not telling me until after his funeral. I can imagine the grief that they were going through. I instantly forgave his friend. And I just want you guys to pray for his friend. I don't know who it was, but I can't imagine what they're going through and have been going through. And I just pray for them and hope that you pray for them too. I very quickly was able to forgive his grandparents. I was instantly able to forgive his friend, and really all I care about is that they're okay. The hardest part, and I'm still working through it, is forgiving myself. When everyone else found out about the news, nobody said it, but I'm almost certain everyone expected me to relapse. And I don't know that they would have blamed me. But that was the one thing that I wasn't going to let happen, because Jeremy told me that he was proud of me. I was not going to take that away from him. It's because of Jeremy. It's because of Jeremy that I've decided to share my story. Because I don't want anyone else to suffer the unbearable heartbreak that I've suffered. All because of the decisions that I made in life. I don't want you to wait until it's too late. You can't right the wrongs. Something that I'll have to live with the rest of my life. But you have a chance. You have a chance. My hope is that through sharing my story, you'll find that life that's waiting for you on the other side.